Whatever will be, will be. I don't know what's going on. Let's see what's gonna happen. We are baking tonight. Who's baking what? Bacon lettuce pancakes. Bacon lettuce pancakes. Bacon. Let's make sure we got some things going on in here. What we got? 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 Alrighty, gentles, ladymen, everyone in between them, and let us get ready. Folks, if you are just tuning in, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Oh my gosh, everybody is here. Hello from Idaho, says Red Duck. Good evening. It is good to see you. Someone says, wait, you stream? I do happen to stream, as a matter of fact. Now, do I normally do so on YouTube? No. Am I nervous because this is my first time streaming using an encoder? Why, yes, I am indeed. Hello from Arkansas, says Caleb. Hello, Caleb. A Dylan Hollis live stream? A Dylan Hollis live stream. You've got to tell me, though, how does everything sound? Does everything look all right? I'm kind of nervous. Love your shorts, Dylan, says T-Bone 18202. Thank you, T-Bone. Yo, Dylan, notice me. Good evening, Alex. Hi from Scotland. It was an instant click for me. You're fantastic from Virginia. Good evening. Hello. Hello from Idaho and Mississippi. Oh, yeah. Looking good. Thank you. Oh, look at this. We're in Arkansas. I'm not tuning in from Arkansas. Yes, it does. It looks good. Oh, good. Someone says wonderful. Folks, if you're just tuning in, welcome to my kitchen. My name is B. Dylan Hollis, and in this said kitchen, we will be baking things to varying degrees of success. And let me tell you what, this evening, we've got this here book right here. Do you see this? Look at it. This is what cookbooks used to look like back in the day. They're community cookbooks. And this literally is just a binder. Look at this. Someone says you're flipped. Yeah, we're back normal. It's a binder. People would put these together for companies. In this sense, this was a life insurance agency cookbook that put this together. And now we get to bake from it. Literally 40 years in the future. Oh, what's going on? Okay, good evening. I'm expecting either something terrible or a surprise. Look, it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, depending on what you think of coconut. Do you like coconut? Do you hate coconut? Hello from Washington says that crazy. Thank you most kindly. Lord of Things 327 says we closed on house today and I'm most looking forward to baking with a new good oven. I'm going to christen it with our family's snickerdoodle recipe. Beautiful. Will you revisit previous recipes? Blah 6? I likely will. Yes. Someone says take my money from British Columbia. Thank you. Dylan, how was the band? Phenomenal. No band tonight because it's President's Day. Anyway, the chat is moving so fast. We got to calm down. I'm not used to this. Okay. Hold on, don't mind if I just keep this going. Love the flavor, but not the texture. Hey, that's how it is, baby. Howdy, Dylan. Good evening. Oh, I'm so glad I just opened YouTube and saw this, says Amy Petty. I'm a newcomer to you. Oh, hold on. Let's see if I can impress you. I'm a newcomer to your channel and was afraid you'd stopped doing this. No, we're still doing it, baby. Hello from California. Love your videos. Good evening, Dylan. Okay, let us continue. Supersonic sonic speeds. Yes, it is. Okay, how am I? If you're watching this on a recording, I sincerely apologize because it's going to be very frenetic. I suppose that's the word, isn't it? This escalated quickly. It really did. I recently made your ice cream bread. What is the story behind that? Because it turned out super, super well. It was delicious. And what do you think of cotton candy ice cream bread, says the Guitar King. Well, let me tell you about ice cream bread. As I prepare ourselves a half cup of butter and a large bowl. Ice cream bread came about just like mayonnaise cake, okay? So ice cream, what is in there? Eggs, cream, fats, emulsifying agents. Everything is in there needed to make a good cake, a quick bread, a bread. So using ice cream instead of those ingredients is just a way to go about reducing the length of your recipe, your ingredients list. You get to knock out multiple birds with one stone. Wait, you stream? Awesome. Yes, you have 2 cameras? Whoa. Well, wait till you see this. What are we doing? Who are you? What are you doing right there? You're going to have to, look, you're going to have to bear with me because this is the first time I've done something like this. So this is, oh my gosh, Bill
Hi,
Thames is here. Hey, Bill. My friend Bill says, hi, Dylan. It is so good to see you, Bill. Hope you're doing well. Lady Malott, it's good to see you as well, Lady Malott. Okay, before we continue, Robert says, hello, hold on. Hello from Elgin, Illinois. Made a bucket load of recipes from your new cookbook, which was essentially a week late graduation gift from me. Robert, that is good news bears. Okay, we are continuing the Fabled Countertop. This is so fun. We're getting professional. Okay, if anything wrong happens, you just have to say Dylan. You just have to yell Dylan. I feel like I just took acid. Oh my God, cookies on the website? No cookies on YouTube. Yes, please. Okay, so right now, let's get you back up. This is the cookbook we're baking from. Okay, it's called A Rainbow of Recipes. Look at that, isn't that fun? We're making a recipe from 1982 called Royal Coconut Cookies, and we are going to begin with a half cup of margarine. Now, unlike my track record, we are using margarine instead of butter. This evening, we are using a half cup of butter. Amy Petty says, I made your peppermint patties a week ago. I'm planning to try again, but using orange extract and zest to see how close I can get to a Terry's chocolate ball. Phenomenal. Waving from South Africa. Aha! We'll be getting any of the usual dirty humor. Just John, probably this evening. What you drinking, Dylan? Love from Wales. Charlie, why thank you. This is, in America they call this the King. It's the King. Thank you so much, Angela, and thank you so much, Joanna Honey. Okay, let us continue before you guys... I'm just so excited. I need to bake. Okay, this is the ball. Love your books, thank you. Hello, Dylan. Hello, Stray Kids lover. Hello, I'm glad you're alive, says Cindy Tay. Cindy Tay, it is good to see you. So, in this bowl, let's get back down here. In this bowl, let's move all of these things up. There's a lot of... I need to clean my countertops. Don't judge me. This is a lovely surprise on my recommendations today. Absolutely love your videos. Thank you so much, Sapphire. So, we're moving all of this out of the way. We've got our bowl. We've got some growing pains here. Let's move this. This is a bowl. You get to mix things in it. And we're going to put in a half cup of butter. Hello from Brunei. Good evening. Dylan, turn the live light on. Oh my gosh, the live light isn't on. You're right. I bought your cookbook from my mother. She loves them. Wait, thank you. I swear this always happens. Isn't this ridiculous? You have to fight to get butter out of a plastic bag. But things, if you're carrying groceries into the house from the store, everything is just liable to fall out. Okay, if things don't seem... Dylan, I love you. You're awesome, says Linda. Thank you. I promise I will start reading the chat once I get used to this. What kind of cookies? We're making royal coconut cookies this evening. But most importantly, I need you to count down. If things look odd, it's because the live light is not on up there. So I'm going to need you guys in unison to count down from 5. And I actually watched the chat. I need to count down from live. I don't know what to do with myself not modding. I'm going to wait for the first 5. Here we go. Ooh, love from Egypt. Dylan, turn the live light on right now. I will. We're going to see what the delay is. Oh, 5, 4, 3. You guys are slow tonight. 2, 1. Look at it. Look at it and bask. We're now officially live. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know, it is never a true live stream until the live light is on. Okay. Sorry, I'm having too much fun. Oh my God. Ow. Okay. So we have a cup of margarine in this here bowl. And now we're going to mix in how much sugar? I actually do not know. Let us continue. We have a half cup of sugar. Very simple. Someone says, beautiful. This is awesome light. I'm basking in the love. The red light district is now open. Okay. Yes, we are. Okay, let's make sure we get this back and so you can see what we're doing. Okay, half cup of sugar. Thank you so much to my friend Leah, who gave us this new wonderful container down here. So if I show this to you, look at this. It just opened up. I'm having way too much fun. Sorry. I'm having way too much fun. A block of margarine. Someone says, sugar, honey, honey. Did I catch a live? Says Sailor Dungeon Mistress. Yes, you did, Sailor Dungeon Mistress. Mistress Mischief. Gentle ladyman, if you were just tuning in, we are baking this evening royal coconut cookies from this here cookbook right here. This is from 1982. A very interesting cookbook. Big fan of it. Okay. Oh, we got some super chats here. Kilroy says, hi Dylan, I've been following your shorts for years. I have both your cookbooks. I made a fake apple pie last Christmas. It blew me away how much it tasted like apples. Isn't it crazy? Arta Matthew says, Dylan, I wanted to say thank you for your kindness and humor. I have an eating disorder, and watching content like yours helps me repair my relationship with food. You know what? I am so glad because, you know, you can consider this as one of the things that every human on earth enjoys. Every human on earth enjoys eating and laughing. And if you can find a good way to go about that, you're going to be in good standing. Hello from Alabama. Good evening. Patrick Duncan says, yay, I caught alive. Thanks so much, Hunter Davis. Someone says, out of 10. Out of 10, you're talking about my brother. So we're going to cream this together right here. So folks, if you don't know what creaming together is, I'm going to show you. Creaming together is just the beating together of butter and sugar, just like so. And I'm reading the chat while I'm doing this because I feel like I can do this. Hello, Dylan and chat from Ontario, Canada. Good evening, chat. Do I get to say, hey, chat, how you doing? Lady Malott says, I don't know what to do with myself if I'm not modding. Twiddles thumbs. Can I make you a modder? I probably can. I'll have to learn, though. Seminim! Griff says, hello there from Illinois. Yeah, where are you guys tuning in from tonight? I'm very curious. The first bit of getting this together. Oh my gosh.
Hi, Dylan. Love watching your videos, and I love the way you give cute name to eggs, eggy, and milk, moo juice. This is exactly what I needed after being super sick these last couple of days.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you so much, my friend. Do you like that text-to-speech? I think that's really cool. Hello there from Illinois, says Griff. Griff, tuning in from Illinois. Okay, let's get this going together. So, this is creamed together correctly. Bush Boy has super chatted. Oh my goodness, you guys are doing really good things. Okay. Hold on. We're kind of slowing up here. Poor chat. Okay, we're going to continue. So this just ends up creaming together. I love you as I've never loved before. 3 cameras angle, nice work, thank you. Since first I met you, okay, we've encountered our first hitch. You gotta give me a second, we're coming back. We gotta get this going. Gotta load this again, okay. We need to refresh the chat. Chat's back. Okay, I figured it out. There's a refresh button. Oh, good. You're doing it without a mixer. Yes. Here, sick in bed. Someone says phrasings. I'm learning it. Hola. Simonim says Kissatrell. You gotta, out of 10, you have to tell me, how is my new streaming performance? This is the first time I've ever used an encoder. I'm learning. It's kind of insane. I'm so scared. You know how you know that I'm nervous? Look at how red my ears are. Hyper chat, sorry. It's the boy. That's me. No, I just died again. No, please do not die. Me and Cinder are from Utah. Utah's a beautiful state. I always like to say Utah is God's playground. Now, I'm not procrastinating. Creaming together butter and sugar. Someone says 10. Thank you. The creaming together of butter and sugar is the most important part in quick breads and other baking recipes. Right here, you're starting the foundation of building all of that air into your fat. So the sugar acts like cutting millions of little tiny bubbles into the butter. Think of it like when you plunge your hand down into the pool. Okay, you know how it goes and it kind of fizzes? You're putting that into a solid fat like butter. And then when that goes into the oven, it bakes up phenomenally. We made the peanut butter cookie, says Red Sox. 3 ingredients and half the family liked the clowns, the other half didn't. Hey! Hello from Australia, says Lady Berry. Hello, Lady Berry. We got a super chat from Kissy Cat, says, love your wit and wisdom. Thank you. Super chat from Farkas says, here, have some money. Thank you. Let us continue on. Fancy baking boy. Okay, folks. So the next ingredient, we have eggies. You ready for some eggies? The eggies are in the fridge. I'm going to go into the fridge. Be prepared. Brian says, hi, Dylan from California, Bay Area. Relatively new viewer of yours. Your TikToks really keep my spirits up these days. Oh, thank you. Amy Petty. Next best thing to Robert Redford from 1982. Hey now. All right, we going in the fridge. Try not to get distracted by chat, but I mean, that's half the point of live streaming. I buy 18 large eggs, and I have a complaint. I feel like inherently eggs shouldn't come in this quantity because they feel unstable. You ever picked up one of these and almost feel like all your eggs fell out? Like you're sitting on the edge here. You see this? I think that someone just said, should we make 18 cartons? Should we do it? Yeah, maybe. Okay, I made the spam pie for a school bake sale. Did it turn out well? Do you hate your school? Carmen says, I didn't know Dylan did lives, and I caught them by accident. Yes, you're now broke. Hello, says Slytherin Queen. Good evening. Hello from Texas, says Mackenzie. My mom adores your cooking, thinking about getting your books for her. I think your mom would love it because, especially baking yesteryear. Everyone loves baking yesteryear. One of these days, I'm going to get around to sending you the absolute wild recipes I've come across my old cookbooks. Catriella, that's exactly what I do. Greetings from Chicago, says Town Jive. Good evening. Okay, how many eggs do we got? Take your guesses. I actually forgot. I feel like this cookie recipe, it could be 1, it could be 2. It could be 3, it could be 4. We never know. That's only 1 egg. Man, nothing crazy today. Lord, don't let the eggies drop. I shan't. Hector says, I made the almond joys, had about 40 of them. Ate 3. Want to guess what happened to the rest? Did people take them away? You ready for an eggie? People get scared when it comes to breaking eggs. And I have to tell you, just drop it. You ready? It's just like this. And then you pick it up, and then you go, egg, woohoo! There ain't nothing to it, honey. There ain't nothing to it. Someone said, 1 eggie. I tell you what, I was taught in school. I went to Warwick Academy, a British private school in Bermuda. That's where I grew up. That's what that flag is. And we were taught to crack open an egg like this, using a fork. And you know what? I didn't like it. It just causes more issues than it aims to solve. Mike says, I made gluten-free version of your Oreo pie and it turned out beautifully. My nephew who's gluten-free loved it. Good news. While it bakes, are you going to play the piano or accordion? I can't go over to the piano because we're fairly static over here, but maybe I play the accordion. Sailor says, I just realized my husband didn't recognize you. I'm sorry, but his introduction is going to be your bad recipe compilation for comedy. Amen to that. Everybody clap. I hope everyone claps. Again, folks, if you're just tuning in, we are making royal coconut cookies from 1982. This is the first time I've done a stream using an encoder. So if it seems that I'm a little frenetic, don't worry, I won't keep saying this. It's because of that. It's my first time. It's like touching the world for the first time, or the world touching you. All of a sudden, you guys are all in my kitchen with me, and it's very scary. You might not realize it, but it feels like you're here right now. My heart rate is a billion. So let's cream this together. Thoughts on chocolate-covered almonds? Dead Mall Angel, I love them. Chocolate-covered almonds, I'm thinking between those and Blue Diamond released Mexican street corn almonds 1 year. Or maybe they still released it. I had them on New Year's Eve 2024. And Mexican street corn flavored almonds, nothing better than that. Sweet Caroline, says Kitty. I love watching your videos. Thank you, Adam Meyer. Creaming together. Yes, we're literally creaming together right now. Gary Smith is waving hello, and so is Ma41. Love you, Dylan. Breathe, Dylan, breathe. I am breathing. Okay, we're getting this all beaten together. What do you think this looks like? Doesn't look too good, but it means we're doing good. How am I this evening, says Pam Stedman. I'm doing very well. We are making royal coconut cookies, which, what do you guys feel about coconut? How do you feel about coconut? So many people don't like coconut, especially in America, where I come from in Bermuda. Coconut is adored. Coconut water, shredded coconut, coconut cakes. People in the South love coconut. Say yay or nay. I'm curious. Greetings and good evening, says Icefire. Good evening. We're making royal coconut cookies. Phrasing Dylan. Sorry, Groans Rocks. It sounds delicious. There was private schools in Birmingham. I don't think I got to see any of those growing up. Thanks for streaming on YouTube. You're so welcome. Someone says, love coconut? Yes. Robert says, glad to have caught your live stream. I have both your books in hard copy and ebook. Cold oven cake is my most favorite. Oh, I love cold oven cake is amazing. So much so that it's making me forget how to speak. Someone says, yay, they love coconut. They love coconut. And for that, you're the OG. You're for real. You're for shizzle. I just appreciate people who appreciate coconut. Let us continue on our cookies. So we have half cup of margarine, done. Half cup of sugar, done. Eggy, done. We've forgotten some sugar. We need some brown sugar. Hello, it's Marissa. Hi, Marissa. It is good to see you. We've forgotten some brown sugar. Look, brown sugar's right here. I got it ready for you. We love coconut in Florida. Florida is incredible. Let's read some chats. Love you and your books, and you're such a hoot, says Denise. I especially love your double entendres. I try. Oh my gosh, does it matter, says Dylan. My daughter and I have started making one of your recipes on the weekends. They stay with me. As a single father, it helped me connect with them. Thank you. I look forward to the second cook. Oh, thank you, man. I'm glad it's able to do that. Like I say, food is crazy because just what it can do. I mean, think about all of the great conversations you've had over sharing a meal and how strange they would have been if there wasn't food in front of you. Food can change your life, man. Even if it has nothing to do with eating it. Just the things that you hear, the things that you speak, the things that you take in when you're having a meal. So Dylan, you're getting a bit too deep for a Monday evening. You're right. Okay, yeah. Let's beat in our half cup of brown sugar. Yay, coconut. I know you're already super sweet, but can you inflect the cookies with your sweetness? You need a real source. Okay, a real source of sweetness. You want the bubble double toil and trouble. I don't think that's how that works. Food is an icebreaker. So this should give it a little bit of flavor if you were baking it as it were written. That is, with half cup of margarine. Using margarine and white sugar, you're not going to get very far unless you're using like a really good vanilla extract. I'm being a bit mean. Margarine is good, butter is always better, but margarine can be better than butter on texture because it acts a bit like shortening. So look at this all together. Beautiful, isn't it? My friend has one of your cookbooks. He's a fan. Hirashi, tell your friend that I say hello. Let's read some chat for a little bit. You so fancy, boy, says Mary Ski. Thank you. Food brings people together, says Deepool. You're very correct. Marina says, so many people here tonight. Well, you're welcome for stopping in. Thank you. I'll stick to watching shorts. Too much social anxiety. I know. Imagine me just here on a Monday evening by myself, and all of a sudden 2,300 people are in my kitchen. Very scary. One of my favorite desserts, says Rita, is a coconut base with coffee pudding, buttercream, and dark cocoa syrup on top. Incredible. Super chat from Kiroy says, I wanted to ask you, you said many times you collect a lot of old and vintage books and other things. Does your collection include any Pulp Fiction magazines? Those are a little hobby of mine. No, actually, not at all. I have some of the first gay magazines. That were the magazines that were released to the public as sports fans. Sort of like if you're a fan of sports or if you're a fan of outside activity. So like you would have like Shirtless Man, but it would be the guise of an interest in athleticism. So I have a few of those, but no Pulp Fiction. Hey Dylan, I've been watching you and Liam. Made your ice cream bread with, what's funny? Oh, sorry, I can't. This is moving so fast. Made your ice cream bread with, funny enough, coconut ice cream. It was amazing. Thanks for the recipe. You're so welcome. Okay, we're going to continue. Okay, continue right here. Beating this in. So these are our wet ingredients. I'll go through them again. Margarine, brown sugar, white sugar, eggy. We got some vanilla. We're using some good vanilla tonight. Come on in, folks. I share your love of player pianos. You got a player piano right behind you. Only downside of a popular streamer, good luck getting to actually follow the conversation. Maybe I should just do a dedicated time of reading comments. And right now, look how red I'm getting. Maybe we should do a dedicated time of reading comments and let us continue, or else we're never going to have a cookie baked. So I'm just beating in some vanilla extract right now into our margarine. I haven't done this stream in ages. Why are there so many people here? You guys are so nice to me. This is done, and now we are moving to our dry ingredients. Aha! No floof powder. Can you make a mace cookie on YouTube Shorts? It's one of my favorite cookies. Hannah Vincent. Not many people know about mace. So, take a look at this. This is ground mace. So you might not know it, but this here, that is nutmeg. You see this little nut in there? The little brown thing that's like surrounded in a weird web? That's nutmeg. The weird web stuff, that's mace. Mace comes from the same plant as nutmeg, but it's just the ground up outside bits. And it has a slightly different profile. Mace, I really love mace. It's really old school. Some say it's interchangeable with nutmeg. I disagree. Mace is more alive. It's spicier. Someone says, wrong camera. Almost like the ammonia cookies. Since this is on YouTube, will we be able to watch it later too? Yes. Someone says, no, organized is overrated. Hi, when the goat starts streaming, I know, oh my gosh, you're live. We're going to continue. Hello, Dylan, I have your first book and I'm looking to get your second soon. Love your channel and your content. Thank you. Caraway cookies are delicious. Caraway, interesting. I'm not the biggest fan of caraway. I'm going to tell you that. Love your cookbook. Thank you. Is it dangerous? No, it's not dangerous. Okay, we're continuing. Let's get our dry ingredients together, baby. We need 1 1/4 cups of flour. I almost just, you didn't see that, but I almost just threw flour all over my kitchen. Hi, says Trooper Jackson. Hi. Mace is closer to star anise than nutmeg. I disagree. Respectfully. But I can see where you're coming from. It does have a little bit of that going on, doesn't it? So let's get 1 1/4 cups of flour going in here. Chocolate cookie hack is 1 packet of vanilla jello helps them stay soft longer. Yes, Boomstick. We made pudding cookies the other day on a live stream, and they have a certain texture. They kind of end up tasting like the cookies you find in Walmart. You know those dusty cookies you find in Walmart that have the weird like icing? They kind of just turn the dust in your mouth. Kind of remind me of those. I'm just trying to say that they give a little bit of an artificial flavor. 1 1/4 cups of flour is not a lot of flour. That's because there's a secret ingredient here. The Furry Biker says, fellow Brit, love your shorts. Keep up the awesome work, Dylan. Thank you. And Rally Rabbit says, Dylan, great to see you doing your thing. Hope you're having a good night and cheers from Canada. I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm joking. I'm having too much fun and I'm scatterbrained. But yes, I'm having a great night. Mississippi Mud and Benny Wafers. Amen! Overwhelmed is fun. Hey Dylan, me and my family adore your channel. Found this 1916 cookbook. The spine is kind of falling off, but I think you would like it. Yes, there is a way to send it to me. I have a P.O. box, which is actually in my Facebook bio. The address. You don't need Facebook. You can just go to a browser, the official B. Dylan Hollis, and it's right there. I write back. I love writing letters. As a resident of Idaho and frequent customer of Maverick gas stations, you should remake the Maca Choca Chicken Nut cookie. Crazy. Amy says, would you happen to know a good substitute for vanilla? A coworker of mine refuses to eat anything. I get this question a lot. There isn't really a good substitute vanilla. If you're baking something with honey in it, honey gives it quite a bit of a vanilla flavor when baked alongside brown sugar. Also, don't discount almond extracts. They're not the funnest, but almond extracts, brown sugar, vanilla is a taste that can approximate. But no, there's really no replacement for vanilla. Not at all. Are there any more? Double man, getting fancy. I know. Mexican wedding cookies. Beautiful. I made strawberry fluffies a few times, says Skunk. Thank you. Joe Hinkle, thank you so much for that. Let us continue. So for our dry ingredients, we need an additional ½ teaspoon of salt in here, and we gonna need a full teaspoon of baking soda. Let's get that going, baby. Full teaspoon of soda. Look, I got everything right here for you. Good job, Dylan. Thank you. Not a culture I'm from, but Lunar New Year is today. Have you tried much baking from Asian cultures? No, I haven't. Oh my gosh. Oh, what we got?
My favorite gay baker is streaming. Tell your brother Liam to make a video about the German dairy product called Quark. It's like cottage cheese except it actually works in sweet stuff. You know the channel Weird Explorer? I think you'd like it.
Quark. That sounds frightening. That sounds really frightening. Dogs Playing Poker says, hi Dylan, longtime fan. How's your eternal rivalry with Lard going? You know what? I have thankfully avoided combat with Lard for quite some time. Now, do I think a time is coming? Yeah, it's like there's always a battle over the ridge. Currently, I'm in a cold war with Lard. But a time will come. The intelligence, something's got to give, as Bing Crosby used to sing. Okay, in goes our teaspoon of baking soda. And now we need a ½ teaspoon of salt. That's a ¼ teaspoon. We're going to do a ½ teaspoon of salt. Yeah. What do you think of the text-to-speech? Is it too much? Is it a bit too much? I think it's a bit too much. Hey, says Joel. When's your second drop going to drop? My second cookbook? I have a second cookbook. You talking about a third cookbook? Are you talking about my voice? My voice is never going to drop, unfortunately. ½ teaspoon of salt. In goes that. Quark cheese is amazing. Woo. Ooh, Relaxing says, Dylan, do you own an espresso machine? I don't. No. Imagine Dragons fighting with lard. Sounds slippery. Yes. But he's wearing trousers. What? What's a cookie? This is a royal coconut cookie from 1982. Okay. We need to tell Liam about Quark. Yes, we do. I like the text-to-speech. Oh, good. I caught a live stream? Yes, you did. Do you test your cooking with a taste test? Yes, tonight we got a taste test. Did the tomato soup shake replace the Yum Yum salad for the worst ever, asks Ryan Callie. No, the Yum Yum salad will continue to be the worst ever out there. Tomato soup shake, we can look through that book a little bit later, you know. Let's mix this together. And then look how simple this is. So folks, if you're just tuning in and you don't know what's going on, we have been making royal coconut cookies this evening. So in here, we have margarine, eggs, sugar, vanilla. In here, we have flour, leavening, salt. We're just going to literally combine the two. In these go. Many folks ask why you actually do these things separately. And the answer is because if you were to add everything sort of together, you'll get clumps. You'll just get clumps and things won't be smooth. This is the best way to incorporate these ingredients, creaming, egg, and then folding in the dry so that you don't get dry spots. You ever bit into like a cake or a cookie and like the raisins are hiding raw flour in the cracks? Yeah. Okay, we got some chats. I can't stay, says Mr. Maniac, but I just wanted to say hello and thank you for such a fun yet informative content. Thank you. One of my favorite cookies, if you can call that, is cornflakes, peanut butter, and chocolate and paraffin. That is a cookie. The third cookbook, Joel, it's coming. Hi, Goosey. Third cookbook, you know what? It's not coming. I can't tell you anything. You didn't hear a thing. Please find a recipe with lard and cottage cheese. Oh, no. Crazy Dragon says, have you ever made sour cream cookies? I have made sour cream cookies, actually. In my first cookbook, Baking Yesteryear, we have a sour cream cookie recipe. I say they feel like hugs from grandmothers. They really do. I love making your recipes, chocolate potato cake being a favorite, but how do you feel about AI recipes? I use Gemini to find recipes quickly and to forget the planned dinner. They're usually good. I hate AI. I'm just going to say that, right? As a creative, as an author, I'm scared to death. I'm positively scared to death. I think it's funny when AI gives you, you know, suggest a recipe for me for dinner. Okay, you can use 2 cups of vanilla extract and 42 pounds of salt, and you'd have a great vanilla salt bake. I think that's funny, but in reality, I'm too scared of AI to even really implement it into my life. I think, I have this hypothesis that the world ended in 2020 and we're just in a dream or something. You know, that's my hypothesis because it doesn't feel weird. To answer everyone, vanilla is linked to enslaved and child labor, just as chocolate and coffee. Yeah, look, if you go down that rabbit hole, you will just be sad. Vanilla extract, the trade, the sugar trade, everything's bad. So you can either go the full mile and make really conscious decisions, or just hope that we have progressed enough as to appreciate our use of good vanilla. Please come to Cincinnati, Ohio. Do I need to? I need to send you a recipe for orange cranberry jelly with walnuts, says Randy. That sounds frightening, Randy. I'm gonna be for real with you. Okay, AI is so wrong. I'll tell you what's not wrong. This is smelling surprisingly good. Shall we preheat our oven? Gentles and ladymen, we are continuing. I'm not going to get off track. The weird thing about this is I can go behind you and you can still hear me just as fine. Not a dream, a nightmare. Indeed. Sift dry ingredients together, done. And then we've got the margarine, egg, vanilla done. It's been beaten smooth. Ready for the oats. Oh. We've got some oats. We need a cup of oats. Where's the oats? Where did I keep the oats? Are you hiding the oats from me? You're hiding the oats from me. It's like this big. Oh, you were hiding them. Love your video, says Bella. Cookies from 1982, 4 years before I graduated. I am old. Don't you worry, I'm 30 now. We're all getting there eventually. Is there cookie merch drop in the near future? No. Unfortunately. Not unfortunately. Look, we all have like crappy t-shirts and stuff, and you buy a t-shirt and it doesn't survive 2 washes. I don't feel confident enough to give you a good product that you guys deserve, and that's why currently what I offer you are my wonderful books, Baking Across America and Baking Yesteryear. Yeah, baby! Someone says, Scatter, oh my God, you're here. Thank you. I got rid of TikTok. Aaron, yes, I am here. And we are preparing a cup of oats. Now in this book it says oatmeal, which is a bit odd. Did you know that oats don't have any gluten in them? But because of the way that they're prepared and manufactured and packaging, oats aren't gluten-free. You have to buy specific gluten-free oats. Ridiculous. Isn't it crazy? And then we have our oatmeal here, preparing sweet and shredded. I'm not going to drop the lemons off of here. We have a super chat. Says, so next long video when? Also, I got a request for you to make, says Skyshield. Could you make s'more cookies? They're very good. Also, my mom and I love watching your videos. Thank you, Sky. S'more cookies. I've heard of bars or like fireless s'more cookies, but I'm going to have to look into this further. Alex says, would love to send you a recipe. Where would I post it? Unfortunately, you need to mail things to me. I'm old-fashioned. My P.O. Box address is in my Facebook bio, but I do write back. Can we get a refrigerator magnet tour? I see an eggy magnet and require closer looks. Perhaps. Who asks if I've made a tomato pie? Dark-haired Shay. No, but I've been doing some research, and I keep finding them in my cookbooks, and I'm so curious as to what they are. So I find some tomato pies, and they look to be savory. But also, I find a green tomato pie quite often in my old cookbooks. Oh, scared the daylights out of me.
Always loved catching a stream and figured I'd give a big lovely donation to me favorite fruity baker. Big fan of your silly baking and your books. Also, you ever thinking of making long form vids again?
Yes.
Greetings from Switzerland.
Night Scythe, thank you. Yes, I am. You'd be happy to know that I can promise a long-form video coming this year. Truly. Diablo says, I have recipes that you might like, and one is considered a war crime. Oh, no! I didn't know you did live shows, says Mr. Adkins. Grand. Wish to get your cookbook signed eventually. I love the signings that I do, but I wish I could do more of them. You can always write to me, to my P.O. Box, and I can include a, what's it called? A book plate. Okay. Coconut's done. We just gonna mix this all together. Are you excited? The cookie's coming together. Have you baked gluten-free? Yes, I have. Look at this. So all of a sudden, all the clumpy oats, you see how simple it is? I'm no baker. I mean, it should be obvious. I've learned this on TikTok. You watched me learn, and on these YouTube shorts. But you literally can just barbarian mash together ingredients in a bowl. So long as you do it in the right order, you're going to get a cookie dough. And I think that is phenomenal. Someone says, cool lesson. First live I've caught. Michelle, you've caught a funny one because this is the first live I've ever done using encoding software. So I'm sure I don't make any sense at all. But you guys are so nice that I know you're going to forgive me and you're just going to say, okay, he'll be more put together next time. I feel like I'm looking at a battleship. I mean, there's like 42 windows. You guys are typing the speed of Earth, which I think is amazing, but also I can't keep up. Slice of Sparta says, thank you so much for the Benny Wafer recipe. Repping my state, the southern one of the Carolinas. Love both your cookbooks. Slice of Sparta, you're so welcome. Just John says, while I don't know how old the recipe my mom uses, but trust me, try spaghetti casserole. Ooh, spaghetti casserole. Tomato-based. Is there pasta in it? I don't like slicing or like pasta in any sort of like horizontal fashion if it's not lasagna. Scares me a little bit. Okay, speak amongst yourselves. Speaks to each other, you know, ask each other how your day's gone. I'm finding the baking sheet. Hello? Is it here? No. Should we use the beat up? I mean, we could just use the beat up one. I think we just use the beat up one. Oh, I should show you this too. I love you. Greetings. Look at this rose. Happy Valentine's Day. You guys spoke amongst each other, but if you guys didn't have a Valentine, this is a Valentine. We can share this. This is 2 days after Valentine's, but it still counts because the rose is still here. So if you were without a Valentine, just know that we can be Valentines together. We're all in this together. And Frank, we're all in this. Okay, let's continue. I'm getting distracted. We need papier de parchement, also known as parchment paper. Watching from the Philippines. Good evening. We have someone that we got a super chat from. The Pharaoh, thanks for the live. I'm tired and needed it. The Pharaoh Grandma, you're so welcome. Ooh, pretty flower. Can I show you something crazy? Look at that. They don't even give us cardboard boop sticks anymore. There's no cardboard in this. You get these from Great Value? Great Value my ass. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. I didn't swear. But like, there ain't nothing in here. Where did you put Frank? That's so sweet. Who gifted me the rose? It was Frank. He managed to get bipedal all of a sudden and went to the store. Watching from Canada. Good evening, GHL. High School Musical mentioned. Amen. Thanks, Dylan. You're welcome, War Machine. Watching from Iceland, says Sherry Bega. Hi. Nothing wrong with a beat up. Hey. Shadow.
Dearest Dylan, my little sister and I adore your videos and have both books. We made the melting moments from BA America. Wish I could attach a photo. They were positively disastrous. Smiley face emoji. Crumbling moments, we nicknamed them.
Oh no! The melting moments? I'm so sorry, Shadow TDM. They're a crazy recipe. You can blame the New Zealanders and the Australians if you want to. That's based off a few recipes, but most it borrows a lot from the Edmonds Book of Cookery, as a matter of fact. Where'd the cardboard go? I don't know. Trying again now since the last one missed. Thank you for saying my name right, since most people pronounce it like Noel. Oh, like Joel? You offer a signature? I'd be happy to be in line. Yee, that's very kind of you. Very kind of you. Okay, folks. We're hitting a stride here this evening. We have been making royal coconut cookies from 1982, and right now we are going to transfer them to the wonderful baking sheet. Are there any public schools in Bermuda, says Leighton? Yes, there are. There are public schools in Bermuda, but the funny thing in Bermuda is that you have to pay for every school you go to, every school there is. There is a price. Here in America, I hear that like you can just, in America, you just get sent to high school. Like you don't got to pay nothing. I think it's crazy. 2.8 thousand viewers. Is that really how many people? I moved the box down. Oh my. Why are there too many people here? Ooh. Poor Streamlabs is going crazy. Dear Dylan, love the cookbooks. Thank you. You're so silly and gay. Yeah, Caitlin, I am. Salutations, says Adams. Good evening. Lavi says, you inspired me to drag out the family's 1929 and 1883 cookbook and scour through the wacky recipes and start. Lavi Starlight, amen to that. This is a cookie scoop, also known as melon baller. Depends what you call it. Take a look at these. I had one of those strange days where, say you wake up at 9 a.m., right? You have your coffee, you get some work done, and then you get interested in a Wikipedia article or something. And you start reading the article, a little just before noon. And by the time you finish reading the article and you get out of this little headspace you were in, it's bloody 5 p.m. You ever had one of those days when you don't have to do anything? You like get into, say you're like organizing photographs or organizing a shelf, and something that should take 20 minutes ends up taking like 10 minutes.
Cookies, cookie emoji.
Thank you, Marauder. Don't blame us Aussies, says Lady Bexy. By the way, I've sent you a very old 1920s copy of an Aussie cookbook. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you, Lady Bexy. That's so nice of you. When are you finishing the 5 secret cornbreads, Diablo? I'm scared. I'm really scared to finish the 5 secret cornbreads because I don't know what's going to happen. I say that half jokingly, half not jokingly. The last cornbread, I don't think you would ever guess what the secret ingredient is going to be. But take a look at these. These are starting to look great, aren't they? Coconut cookies. Now this is what you would call a drop cookie. Back in old cookbooks, everything these days are just cookies. But this is what you would call a drop cookie. And you know what a drop cookie is? Let me show you. Bam. You just drop it. Can you name all the other types of cookies there are? There's a few. There's a few. This is a drop cookie. Someone says corn. I love corn. You still need to make the enchilada cornbread with green sauce. I do. I should try that. Hey Dylan, I sent you a Christmas card with some recipes last year. Did you try any of them? Amy, you must get a reply from me soon. Honestly, I do reply. Thank you for your reply as well. Oh, never mind. I should have scrolled down. I need to try some of them. Someone says spirit cookies? No. Someone says like the bear? I did miss the coconut. Stoked to see you live. No bakes? No bakes aren't a type of cookie. They're a type of a class. Someone says spritz. Spritz is one. Drop cookies. My grandma used to make some. Icebox cookies. Icebox cookies is another one. Crosshatch cookie. Let me tell you. There are drop cookies, rolled cookies, formed cookies, or pressed cookies, icebox cookies. So this is a drop cookie. Rolled cookies are like sugar cookies. You punch them out. And then formed or pressed cookies are where you actually use a cookie press. And then icebox, which you kind of cut. There you go. So folks, I'm going to finish reading out the ingredients. We've got flour, yes, soda, sugar, margarine, vanilla, coconut, baking powder, salt, brown sugar, egg, and oats. How do these look to you? You're now the general of an army. I'm going to ask you for permission to bake them, and you have to tell me permission granted. If there's anything you don't like, you have to say permission denied. It's hard to say no to cookies, right? Permission granted. Parmesan grated. What would shortbread be? Shortbread would be a rolled cookie. I just love your bushel and a peck. Love you a bushel and a peck. Oh, thank you, oh, Susanna. Looking good. Permission granted, says Mary. Permission granted. Vid says permission granted. Okay, we're going through. In these go at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for just about 12 minutes. Yeah, baby. I wonder how royal these things are going to be. Let's set that there. Let's set that there. All righty. Gentles and ladymen, you now have my undivided attention. Good evening. Happy Monday. Legend has it in the United States, it is President's Day, which I don't know what type of celebration you're supposed to do on President's Day, George Washington's birthday. But of all the advertisements I see and hear, I thought it was a holiday about mattress sales. Truthfully, that's what I thought it was all about. I thought today was the day that everyone buys mattresses. I said, that doesn't make any sense. Why would it be called President's Day? And lo and behold, permission granted. Let's read some chats. All right. Look so good. Cook them now. They are in the oven. Love from Washington State, says Mindy. Good evening, Mindy. Perhaps we should read some chat. I am here now. Peanut butter thumbprints. Ooh, Melinda, they're wonderful.
You helped us during the Ovid lockdown. We love you. Be well.
Thank you, Jared. That's very kind of you. Honestly, you're not wrong, right? And furniture too. You're killing me. Dylan showed my mom the tomato soup shake. She was a teenager in the '63. She doesn't remember anything like that. You want to see it? I have this book. Wait, where is it? Because I wanted to show it to you. Should we have a little show and tell? You ready for some show and tell? Let's do it. Okay. So, here we are. Take a look at this cookbook. So, snacks and refreshments. Look at how gross this is. Do you see, like, the color of this? It's nuclear, man. I think this is made of plutonium, and that's wall-mounted shrimp right there. This is the Better Homes and Gardens Snacks and Refreshments, an emphasis on the creative cooking library right there. Let me show you. This is what I get into. They just had such a terror. It's so green, I know. I don't know why our grandparents ate things like this. This was considered haute cuisine. You walked in, this is what was greeting you. I mean, it looks kind of fun, doesn't it? But just varying shades of beige. What's that? Is that cheese? American. Someone's quoting the German quote I did. Thank you, Card Rack. Let me show you the worst picture in here. You're invited for tea. Wow. It's girl dinner, isn't it? Oh my gosh, that just looks like someone says, yeah, diarrhea waiting to happen. I don't know about that. There's a terrible picture in here. What I wanted to show you. What else we got? Where's the terrible picture? Someone says, treats for a sweet... Oh. Pickups after 10 p.m. Look at that. These are like quiches. That is pure anchovy right there. And pure anchovy. Would you ever do a collab with Tasting History, Max? I love Max. Him and I talk quite a lot, actually. He is so good at what he does, though. He's in a different league from me. Max Miller makes recipes using ingredients that are extinct, that don't exist anymore. I feel like I stop around 1890 because it gets very hard before then. What Max does is more a matter of anthropology than baking or cooking, truthfully. Let's go to reading some chat. No one ate that, seriously. I don't know about that. Goddess of Dragon says, your wacky cooking reminds me of a casserole recipe. It has ground beef, cream of mushroom, soup, canned green beans, all topped with tater tots. But the real kicker is that we put ketchup on it afterwards. That's terrible. Ben Bun says, hey Dylan, I feel so honored getting to catch one of your streams live. Me and my boyfriend made the coffee milk cheesecake and it was fantastic. I used the leftover coffee syrup for overnight oats too. That's great. Dylan, at what age, asks Lizard, did you move to the continental United States? I went to the U.S. first for school. I went to the United States in 2014 to the University of Wyoming. Anyone tuning in from Wyoming? Having says, trying one last time because my last two missed. Hi from Ontario. Quick message because I'm broke. You look like both my lesbian best friend and act like my gay friend who is also a drag queen. Having 2607. Love you much. Thank you, Having. Oh, I love it. Do you want to see an accordion? I'm so green right now. Okay, let's go back to the, so red rather. Do you want to see an accordion? The Crick Weird recipes are a lifesaver for school events. We made all sorts. Oh, the Christmas crack is the best. I don't know if you're ready for this. So, I'm going to have to take this off. I was in St. Louis, Missouri over Christmas, and I went to the Anheuser-Busch Beer Gardens, and I got a little bit too sideways. And whenever I get sideways, I go on Facebook Marketplace, and I look for things to buy. And I was in St. Louis, and I decided I needed an accordion. So me and John and Amy Ryan and Jane Ryan, we went to a suburb of St. Louis, Missouri, and we bought this accordion. And maybe I will play something for you. It is massive. Look at the size of it. Look at this thing. Where are you going? I'm over here. Oh my gosh. Someone says you sideways. Someone says yeah. Hold on. I know the mic's over here. Hold on. I'm coming. Listen to this. It sounds so good. Someone says shiny. Yeah. So this is what an accordion does. The left bit, well, you know what this part does. It's a piano. The left hand is the chords. it's a fun one. So, and that's what this thing is for. But it's got so many different sounds. It's a cool one. So, it's got a French sound. So if we want to, we could be in France. Or, like, you can use all of these things, man. And you can be in, like, Soviet Russia. Picardy third. So it's a beautiful one. But I'm learning how to play it. It's my new one. Not the one I used to have. Okay, let's read some chats. We're reading some chats. I'm back. Dylan, you never cease to amaze me. I don't know. You're just watching someone in their 30s slowly go insane. Bread says, hello, Dylan, from your northern Wyoming neighbor. Your Benny wafers are a huge hit with my coworkers. I make them through very difficult work weeks. They are a huge hit. Much love to you. Oh, you have good taste. And thank you for that. Silent says, bought both your cookbooks for my mom. She loves them. Thank you for being a gem, and I'm always eager to see each video you put out. Aw, thank you. Hi from Beaverton. I love Beaverton, Oregon. Play TV time. TV time. Is the accordion heavy? Yes, this thing is, I am learning how to play the accordion. The accordion is very heavy. This is probably about 10 pounds, which, no, it's not a lot. But when you're moving the bellows back and forth, it is. My transistor radio comes from far away. And when it's night over here, over there, it's breaking day. I remember all the good times we had walking in the sand. That's when I fell deep in love with a girl made in Japan. For some reason, that song was doing really well recently. It's an old Buck Owens song. An old Buck Owens song. I'm trying to make up. I'm going to sing you some songs. Soon I'm going to put a little honk honk nose on. I'm going to go around like a, on a tricycle. Let's read some chats over here, shall we? Okay. You're my favorite. Hey! TV time from Delta Room Chapter 3. I wish I knew that one. You're so good. You're going to tell us you can tap dance next. I cannot tap dance. Geek. I love when you play accordion during recipe breaks. I'm so glad. If you folks are just tuning in, I decided to pick up an accordion just to show you. I'm going to put it back down, though. I'm going to put it back down. Hold on. Let's do this. Is this how this works? Yeah, baby. Okay. Come over here. No, I'm going to leave this over here. You're following me. Shut. It is a very heavy instrument. My other one's not so heavy. Okay. Oh. I'm back. Do I look disheveled? I hope I don't look too disheveled. Dylan, you have a wonderful voice. Oh, thank you, my friend. We're reading some more chats. I seem to have a toilet cleaning ghost, or someone came into my home when I was napping just to clean my toilet. Callie Spelly, I think a lot of people would really like a ghost like that in their house. If their toilet just all of a sudden was clean. My gosh. Are you ready? We got some cookies. We got some cookies. Let's do it. You're always adorable. Anne-Marie Arts Game says, those cookies are going to be delicious. Love your videos, by the way. My grandma did the potato candy once and remembered that I love the taste. Yes! All right, this is yelling at us. Let's go. I'm going to close my eyes so that you can be the first one to see this. I might knock something over, but I want you to be the first person to see these. Okay. I'm just feeling. I'm feeling around. You can get a lot done by just feeling. Okay. Okay, now that. How do they look? Are they cookies? I'm going to open my eyes. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Could you see them? Or was I holding them too high? I literally couldn't see what you were seeing. Good news, they're cookies. They need a bit longer. There, you look very shoveled. Good. Someone says, be careful. We can't see them. Well, I was trying to be true. I wasn't going to lie to you. I was not looking. I'll get better. They need a little bit more time just to get some golden. So, they've spread a good bit. Royal. I wonder what makes them royal. They have spread a bit, haven't they? But I mean, there's only 1.25 cups of flour in there. You've got a 1/2 cup. Normally you would see 1.5 cups, 1 3/4, sometimes even 2 cups. The oats are supposed to soak up a good bit of that, but it doesn't seem that they have. Dylan, says Bilbo, you were adorable. Can we get drunk and mess around? Can we get drunk and mess around? Says Bilbo. I don't like drinking. Like I've got this right here, but as you'll notice, it's not an actual one. I just like the taste. It's a select. It's a little kitty. I don't. You know, one of my biggest fears, let me tell you. I have one phobia, one true phobia. And it's funny considering what I do. I'm an emetophobic. I hate throwing up. I haven't thrown up in probably, no joke, 22 years. It's been 22 years. And so I don't drink. Why? Because that's like a number one thing to do it. It says baking powder. Let's read some super chats. The first recipe from your books that I made, says Super Bro Man, was the magic peanut butter cookies. The last one I made was the potato chip cookies. Never thought I'd see you play the Tetris theme on the accordions. Right? Aw, thank you. Why the cow skull? Oh, from my time in Wyoming. That is Angus. Okay, you ready? I'm going to take the cookies out. Hello, hope you're having a good evening, says DJ. I am. I'm going to have a better evening when the cookies are out. Okay, we're going to take them out. You ready? Ha! Yeah! Okay, these look a lot better. They need to have some, look, they got a tan now. Don't they look better? Ooh, they're big. Is that why they're royal? Our cookie scoop was not that large. And even though they've spread, look, they're not flat. They're tall. This is the size of our cookie scoop, which means that that's going to be like full of air pockets. Oh, guys, they smell. I wish you could smell them. Coconut and vanilla. Amen. Someone says, yes, it is worse than spiders. Blind date Dylan. I blind bake cookies. Literally. Absolutely fair, says Terry. The unironic strength of a non-gag reflex is a flex. Hey now. Hi, Angus. Yeah, his name's Angus. The goddess Megara says, my son lives in Adelaide, Southern Australia, and I'm going to try to make Anzac bickies. You will thoroughly impress him. My recipe for Anzac biscuits, whether you use it from baking yesteryear or whether you just make it from my TikTok, you will thoroughly enjoy it. Let's get some chats going. Car question, says Logical Dojo. What is the best station wagon ever? No context needed. Probably the CTS-V wagon is probably the best. The CTS-V wagon is probably the best station wagon out there. But you know, there's something to be said about the modern Volvo station wagons. They're very demure. I was so sad when that word started being overused in social media. Like, what was it, a few weeks ago? A month or two ago? Because it's a good word. The Volvo station wagon is very demure. I'm looking forward to the taste test. Ears, you ready? Did you ever think about finding old homemade beverages? Well, that's what I started doing with the snacks and refreshments. Can I show you this? I'm going to show you this. There is a crazy recipe in here on page 25. I'm not going to show you the ingredients list. I'm just going to show you what it's called. Okay, you ready? Do you see anyone know what borscht is? Color is a lovely red. Sparkling borscht. Oh. There's nothing like a hello from Scotland at 4 a.m. That meme was a couple of years ago, dude. Was it? Was it a couple of years ago? It wasn't years ago. I'm getting old. So it says, yeah. Let's make something with a lot of mayo. Let's not make something with a lot of mayo. Okay, let's get a report. I'm going to show you. We got a cookie report. They're falling. They're falling. Cookie report. They are falling. They're starting to look like a regular cookie now. You know these going to be chewy. I'm curious as to what's royal about them. They haven't like fallen, like failed. They're like going to be a good crispy cookie. Yeah, that recipe was for sparkling borscht. Beets, of all things. Oh, cookie report. Thank you for tuning in. The cookie report. Any wagons from the 1980s that I like? Nah. You look back at old General Motors advertisements from the 70s, and they had so many station wagons. I like big sedans. Big sedans are my favorite, like the old LTDs. I have a 1978 Continental Mark V, and of course you know my car, Ernest, on the cover of my Cadillac. Hello? It's on the cover of Baking Across America. They look hairy. They are royal. They have risen and fallen. You're so right. Gucci says, I'm curious too, why the name? Melino says, I once went to a variety show and the host drank a skull full of borscht as part of their act. Huh. Do I like Volvos? Yes, I do. What do you think? Shall we have a short and sweet live tonight? So I wanted tonight to be short. I'm going to real talk for you for a second. I was so scared to do this. I was scared to learn how to properly live stream and get everything working. Why? Because you have to learn in front of people. And that made me nervous. And I'm pretty thankful that you guys are giving me a good time, an easy time. You're making me feel less embarrassed. But I wanted tonight to be a short one, just to check things, just to make sure that everything's going okay. I would now like a little bit of feedback. What can I improve for next time? Think of this as a little test, okay? A little test. Eat the cookie. By the way, your eggnog pie is Abuela approved, says DJ. Thank you, DJ. You're doing great. People love you. You're doing well. Don't be nervous. Okay. Hello, sir. Also mood. Absolutely love you. I'm proud of you. Great job. Marauder says cookies. Oh, yes. Abuela approved. That is high praise that pie is approved. This was brilliant. Keep being marvelous. A slower chat. Sorry, someone was talking about Mario just above that. Yeah, slower chat. We need a slower chat, don't we? Mic placement. Fix that. Yeah.
Thank you for facing your fears of baking live with us tonight.
Aw, thank you most kindly. I think everything is okay. Most lives are stationary, which is when you would have something like this. I would have a mic attached here. And I do have that ready. But we got to move. We got to make some cookies. So thank you. You're kind of quiet, but that's all I'd change. Okay. We can fix that. I'm very proud of you, and we love you. Well, you know what else I love? Gentles, ladymen, everyone in between, I love cookies. You ready for a taste test of a cookie? This is a short and sweet live. We're going to do, Shinoffen, how much? Sorry, I didn't realize how much that was fun. Shinoffen books. My gosh, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're going to make me cry. Stop it. Thank you. I'm trying to figure out, how do I pronounce that? Shinhoffen Books. Thank you most kindly. Jeez. Thank you. Okay, we're going to taste some cookies. Whew, someone says W. Here's what's going to happen. Gentlemen and ladymen, and everyone in between them, we're going to go into nighttime lighting. I'm going to taste test this cookie, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to screenshot this cookie if you would like the recipe. Not screenshot the cookie, but screenshot the cookie recipe. The Dylan EXE stopped working, yes. My gosh. I'm going to have to like this. Yay, I've been dying in your arms tonight. Okay, speak amongst yourselves. I will return. Iris Clan, thank you. Someone says nothing, just be you. Okay. We're going into nighttime lighting. You know, the crazy thing is that you can hear what I'm doing back here as I adjust. There we go. Okay. We're adjusting this to be perfect. Someone says, must have been something you said. What are you saying? Someone says, cue the sax solo. How is everyone? That's SAX. Let's get some. Super Bro says, you're doing fantastic, making cookies, talking to chat, and generally being awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being you. His face when he realized the 500. Gosh, diggity is right, I know. Thank you for being you. Is there any way like I can thank this person? Golly. Thank you for facing your fears. Gosh. Okay. Get the smart bulb set to an, yeah, I should set some scenes. But folks, let me get a plate. Beep, 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 beep. Let me show you these. So, these are our cookies. You ready? Look at them. They're pretty darn flat, aren't they? Actually, no. They're basically like what you'd expect a crispy oatmeal cookie to be, or a crispy chocolate chip cookie to be. Let me give you the flavor profile, the smell. Smell of coconut, of course, vanilla. The brown sugar is making an appearance. Not as buttery as I would be expecting, because there's butter in here instead of margarine. Overall, something I'm excited for. Okay, let's do this. Oh, Madam, Mr. What is it about coconut when it's baked chewy with a lot of sugar? The same way with Anzac biscuits, you get a chew that's crispy in like a 100 air pocket sort of way. Listen. Oh, there's the mic here. Woo! Maybe you can hear that, maybe you can't. Crispy chewy. Not a chocolate chip cookie chewy.
Take a deep
chewy.
breath. You are an amazing baker, and an even better human being. You are loved, and a bright light in this world. Never stop being your fabulous self.
I shan't. And truthfully, this was a lot of fun. Even though it's really scary getting to learn an encoder for the first time. It's like the first time you get up school to talk in front of the audience. You end up having a good time. Why? Because your friends are there and they're trying to make you laugh and you're trying to make them laugh. Actually, let me tell you a story. That's how gentles and ladymen came to be. Like my phrase when I greet you. I was a prefect in Work Academy. This was year 11, which would be, for you, this would be the second last year before you graduate. But I was in year 11 and I was a prefect and I had to give a talk during assembly to my entire school. And I had prepared and I had done everything and I was ready. But nothing prepares you for a room full of eyes looking back at you. And I got up on that podium and I had everything ready, but I swapped the syllables and I said, "Good morning, gentles and ladymen." And everyone just erupted in laughter. And I said, you know what? That teaches you that even though you fail, even though you might not do things as you'd expect, you can still have a good time and have other people have a good time. Long-time subscribers, stay the same as always. Thank you, Demon. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Vivian. We got the last of the Super Chats. Oh my gosh, the great thing about Super Chats is that they're there even when the live stream is over. So these cookies, let me show you the recipe. I think you would like this if you want it. I'll give you, this is the last thing we do. If you would like the opportunity to screenshot this recipe, here it is right there. I'm going to try and get it correct. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On a scale of 1 to 10, says Diablo, rank the bacon chocolate chip cookies from 1982. I would have to rank those an 8. But you know, I think I would rate each and every one of you a 10 out of 10. Gentles, ladymen, everyone in between. It is always a pleasure unmatched for me to do these live streams. I'm thankful that you bared with me through this first time stream on good old YouTube. I had fun. I enjoyed a Monday night, which is usually a bad night, and we have some cookies. From my kitchen to your kitchen, from my home to your home, and from my heart to your heart, my name is B. Dylan Hollis, and I hope to be seeing you all very soon. Good night.